Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. We're at war, and we are guaranteed victory from God. Don't you worry. It's promised that we're granted victory. But how can we make this victory sweeter and quicker and more successful and an ultimate victory, not just winning a war, but winning the ultimate war, and that is bringing the Mashiach, bringing the Messiah who will transform this earth to a whole new era. An era of goodness and kindness and true pleasure. And it's what's been promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses. And it's going to be, they tasted that level. Imagine the greatest moments in the Bible and the Torah, they only were tasting of the times of Mashiach. And we're in the generation that's going to live in the times of Mashiach. So, how do we win this war? How do we win the ultimate war? We learn from the Rebbe that the way to do it is besimcha, with happiness, with joy. When we're happy, we surround ourselves with divine protection. And also when we trust in God, by trusting God and being happy in our service of God, we surround ourselves with God's blessing. Abotech be'Hashem chesed yisovevena. The one who trusts in God, kindness surrounds him and encompasses him. So when you trust in God, even when it doesn't look so good, but you bring yourself to a state of consciousness that you trust in Him nonetheless, because you know that He controls all of reality and He is protecting you, that even when it doesn't look so good, but you know that it's ultimately good and it will be in a revealed good way, you know that God can make it all good. You're guaranteed a divine security. And this takes practice. We can do it immediately. You can go into a state of trusting in God, and there's no time, no time minimum. You don't need no requirement of practicing for 2 years till you come to. You could do it immediately, but obviously, the more you do it, the easier it becomes to trust in God. The more it becomes your default mode of consciousness, and also being happy. They go hand in hand, because when you trust in God, when you have confidence in God that He controls the world, that Hashem controls reality, and He's going to bring goodness to you, then automatically you're going to come to be happy, because what's better than being close to God and being close to His blessing and feeling and knowing that it's all good, everything's going to be good. And how do we come to this state of good? When we see that we're at war and we see that we've lost so many people and Hashem should bless them, the answer is because there's no limit to how sweet it can go from here on out. And all those who were lost are coming right back when Mashiach comes. So we realize that even the ones we lost are coming right back to us. And there's no limit to how sweet it can go from here on out. Then yes, even in this confusing, seemingly intense times, we could come to be happy and come to trust in God and know that actually your happiness and your trust sweetens the situation. You alone, you specifically, can sweeten this whole situation. So that's a whole revolutionary idea that the Rebbe gives us, that it's not just that we're saying everything is going to be ultimately for the good. No, but we're believing that we can, from here on out, it will be a revealed good. It's going to be a clear good, a sweetness, that everything will seem good. So that's something that we have to practice, and it's something we have to work on, but we can start from right now to bring this to a revealed good state. We can start right now by affecting our consciousness and bringing ourselves to really live with God, to live recognizing that Hashem is not just a nice idea. Hashem is up there and I'm down here. No, Hashem, yes, He's up there. Yes, He's in the highest levels and He's above and He's ultimate and He's exalted. He's meroimam, He's misnase. He's exalted and He's reigns and He's lofty. He's all those things, but yet He's right here in every fabric of reality, right here with us. He sees us. He knows our inner thoughts. He feels our struggles. He loves us beyond infinitely. And we have to take that into a tangible way, in a way that it affects us. It's real, in a way that it's integrated into our lives. That it's a truth to us. It's a lifestyle to us. Not just that it's something that's an idea that we hear about once in a while, that God's with us and God controls the world and He loves me. all right, back to, back to business. No, it has to be the forefront of our consciousness. Everything else is secondary to that. Everything else has to be infused with that light, that God controls the world and He loves me and He's with me and He's waiting to reveal the sweetest possible reality of the coming Mashiach at any moment, and I could be the one to bring that reality through my efforts. All we have to do is just grow a little bit more today than yesterday. Always grow. Do a little bit more today than yesterday. And to be happy, and to be happy to serve Hashem, and to fear Hashem, to be in awe of Hashem, to love Hashem, to fear going against Him because He controls reality. And to know that our actions, good or bad, affect the world. When we do good, it positively affects the world. When, God forbid, a person does the opposite of good, well, it has that effect, the opposite of good. But to know that Hashem is helping us and we have the power, we're being given the strength by God to do good and to bring the Mashiach and to win this war. That has to be our consciousness, our stream of consciousness. Everything should flow from that recognition. And to be besimcha, to be happy. And the more you're happy, the more happiness comes to you. It's like a waterfall. It's like an expansion. It's like when you plant a tree that has fruits on it, that the tree itself, the fruits have way more seeds in one tree that's planted from one fruit, from one seed. There's many hundreds, thousands, I don't know the exact number, but many seeds in that tree, which then in turn plant more trees, and so on and so forth. Just like that with happiness, the more we're happy, the more our happiness expands and infuses and expands and spreads, and every part of our life could be a part of this joy, could be filled with joy. Especially when we're going through such a hard time, because the joy sweetens it and is the answer to it. Yes, we mourn those are lost, but we are at war, and we must know that God is with us, and He will return our captives. He will return our captured ones. He will return those who have been taken from us, because God controls reality. God revives the dead. So this is our answer to our evil neighbors. This is our answer to how we can affect this reality. We're very close to the redemption. The prophecies are unfolding. I've spoken about it at length. You can check out other videos for those details. But we know that we're in this process. We know we're very close. The whole world is focused on the Holy Land, because this is what it's all about. God bless you all. If you're Jewish, your mission is to follow God's will through the Torah and its mitzvahs, its commandments. If you're not Jewish, you can be a righteous Gentile by following the 7 laws of Noach and all their details. May we together experience the redemption. May it happen immediately. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and you can help support us below. Thank you very much.